Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Shutting defender, Stephon Diggs. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. 25 yards that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son. Slam. Take 30. Switch. 80 weapon. Wide. Get wide.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Topper! Out!
On first down, Rodgers. Screenplay, Johnson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
No, 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, high 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams, and the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 150.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Shit. 21. Bravo. Space. Quit talking about it.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bandit. Check that. Hey, South.
On on 2nd and 9. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On the team. Hey, express. Check 26, check 26. Check. Hey, Haywood. Watch the twist. Watch twist. Twist.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Johnson's got it complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
After one, it's 9-0. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Inside. Check. Jump out.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm here all day.
Rodgers throwing again. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Strip that ball.
Now Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Hey, Delta.
I got it. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the safety creep. Hey, Tuesday. Let him go.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Watch General West. Hey, Charlie. Gun.
Here's Ryan. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 83 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go. Check north.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hey, we got
Inside. Look at this.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Zoo. Gotta go.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
16. Watch 16. He likes to go for the...
Hey, take 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard. Line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Hey, let's go. Zoom. Oh, you got deep? 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's get the ball.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go up top, and this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
51, Sam!
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check.
Rush in. Jam.
Check. Shoot. Hey, South.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Bengals.
Ready. Blue 80.
41's the mic.
Check right. Under 11. Under crunch. Check 52. Hey, check. 11. Hey, Alpha.
Check 6.
Got.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Shoot. Check.
Hey, Express.
Check 99. Check 99. Check.
Space.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball.
Go.
53. 53. Mike. Watch the
Gun. Ah, 25 back.
Here's Ryan. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
bang.
21. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Rick Lance. Buzz. Gun.
Throwing on third and long. Ryan. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey.
Plant.
4 down.
Yeah, Liz.
You go tight.
Kelly. Front left, Kelly.
You got tight.
You didn't get done.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
41's the mic. Check 41. Silver. Sponge.
54, South.
Hey,
South.
Shit.
Now it's Ryan. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Ryan now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Stay with your man. Like smooth.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Kill. Switch it. Wait. Switch. Check 31.
Hey, 59, ready.
Pass it.
21. Hey, orbit.
Check. Crunch.
Here's Ryan to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
20.
Check the outs.
Hey, high 7.
41 Mike. Watch the backer. 41's the Mike.
Space. All right, 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check.
Hey, 59, ready.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Adrian Peterson, as the first half is winding down, as his guys